On first down, Walton. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
At the 22-yard line.
On first and 10, Walton. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And this one will be brought back to the 22. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. To throw is Rosen. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Third and long here for Rosen. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Back to throw. Walton. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Looking to throw. Walton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Walton. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Cowboys take over first and 10. at their
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
His throw incomplete.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And into the end zone. A pick 6 from a 49er D as they score the touchdown.
49ers.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 17-0 our score after 1.
Cowboys nothing.
2nd and 9. Here's Rosen to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. On 1st down, Elliott. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Middle. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's able to find Wallace. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And
this offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 21.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Now 4th down.
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Here's Harris to return it. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the air. Rosen after the pick 6. Got his open man. It's Carr. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Play action here with Rosen. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, 33 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off. After
the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Here's Harris to return it. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Yards, but it brings up third.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Rosen. And almost intercepted. That would have been his third pick in this game alone. Instead, fourth down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. And they'll indeed go for it with Rosen. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jonathan Jones. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
55 is my guy, 55.
Throwing on first down. Walton, open man is Samuel, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Walton. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But it'll be second down. To throw again. Walton looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Let's go, D. Check 55. Check 55.
From the gun, Walton going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle. It's tight end. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first, this from 41. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
I'm scared. Check 26, check 26.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
18 Cardinal. Shift. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Read alert. 7 Pirates. 54, right there.
On 3rd and 2, Walton. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go with Johnson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. On 1st down, Walton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
58's the line. 58's the line. Back to you. I'm going back to you.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 1st and 10, Walton. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown. George Kittle there to make the grab. And the 49ers continue to roll. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Niners 41. Cowboys.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 10th carry now for Elliott. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Rosen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacked. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Throwing on 1st down. Walton. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throw right side, got to be taken in by Ayuk. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Back to throw. Walton toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Check 9, check 9. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Joker. Hey, one set, one go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And this offense is running away with this one.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will extend this big lead. Here's Harris to return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
From the gun, it's Rosen. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Again, it's Rosen. And now here is another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They start on the ground with Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter.
55.
Back now here in Santa Clara. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's a first down throw that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Is 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try to obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go to Johnson again. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 24. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps it right on the line. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Julian Okwara.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
24-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Walton. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Looking to throw. Walton. And it is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out.
Incomplete.
And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
The 24-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Walton. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Made by Jalen Smith.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Walton. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 35. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Dallas.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Rosen to throw again. He's able to find Wallace.
Rosen's
The
pass.
Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Throwing again, it's Rosen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. He's at the 30, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
49ers.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
10 at their own 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 80. Mike is 59.
Back to the air, Rosen after the pick 6. And now here is another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Rosen's pass intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Tonight's final score.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for San Francisco, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week.